Last week, I sent a survey out to everybody who's ever bought one of my online tennis programs, over 16,000 tennis players. And one of the questions that I asked was, did you actually get better? Did the program that you purchased actually help you reach your goals that you had when you went into buying the program? And I was a little uneasy about asking a question, honestly, because I've never asked that question before of a big group of people. I wasn't sure what the results would be. And I'll tell you what they were. 75% of people said yes, whatever my goal was in signing up for forehand mastery or serve mastery or doubles domination or whatever, I reached my goal, which I was really grateful to hear that. Of the 25% of people who said no, I asked a follow-up question, why not? What could we have done to help you actually have reached your goals? What could we have improved on? What could have been a difference maker in helping you actually reach your goal? And you're probably familiar with what most of the responses are. I've heard them a lot over the years, and it's something I'm working on trying to figure out, like, how can we solve these problems? I'm going to show you a list in just a second here of what I think are the biggest difference makers between the people who actually do it and the ones who don't. And first of all, the 25% of people who said, no, it didn't help me reach my goals, for the most part said, the information was there, but I just didn't do it. So that's like solution number one. It's duh, right? But logically, we understand this, but it's much more difficult to do it than it is just to say, yeah, I know I need to do it. But people came up with answers like, well, I don't have somebody to practice with. Or when I get to the court, I just want to play matches. Or I just wasn't motivated enough to go through and watch all the videos. Or I watched all the videos, but it's just kind of boring going out and doing the training or the practice. And again, like I just ended up kind of playing matches. And so I didn't actually get better. I didn't reach my goals because I didn't put in the work. So hopefully you understand that that's really the friction. It's not more information. Buying more courses is not going to help you become a better tennis player. And this is important, buying more courses and watching all the videos in all those courses isn't going to magically automatically make you a better tennis player. You have to go actually do something different, which takes a lot of concentration, a lot of work, a lot of effort. It involves you leaving your comfort zone. That's the hard part. So let me show you. So for me, these are kind of the four big things that you need. This is going to be the difference between actually doing it and just adding another course to like your collection of information that you have. So number one, what's your why? This is deceptively like simple. What is the core, deepest reason why you want to get better at tennis? It's probably not just because you want to win more matches. There's probably something deep down inside yourself, part of your personality, part of who you are, that is driving you to actually do this work. And you need to be as in touch and in tune with what that reason is, that underlying reason, as possible, because that will help fuel your motivation and your energy to go actually do the work. By the way, Simon Sinek, just off the top of my head here, I think this is how you spell his name. He's done a lot of content about figuring out like your why, or why figuring out what your why is so important. So maybe check him out if you're curious. Number two, how can you optimize your time so that you enjoy it the most? Is what you enjoy most just dropping and hitting balls? Is it rallying? Is it spending time with a partner? Is it spending time by yourself? Is it spending time with a coach? How can you engineer your time on the court so that it's productive and you enjoy it as much as possible? It might not be optimized the best for improvement, but at least you're going to do it. At least you're going to put in some repetitions that way if you engineer your time that way. Number three, how can you add accountability? Meaning, like you tell somebody, I'm going to do X, Y, or Z, and then you feel obligated to have to do it. Maybe that might mean setting up a time with a practice partner, and you don't want to just not show up. And so you set it up just because you know you will actually be there, and so it's much more likely you're actually going to do something about what you're learning. It could be with a coach as well. It could be posting in an online forum or something and just saying, hey, this is my accountability thread. Could be posting on your social media. Say, hey, please check up on me in a week or in a month and ask me how I'm doing with X, Y, or Z. Tons of research has been done on accountability, and it's a really big one to help people actually push through stuff they don't actually want to do. and kind of do the hard work. And finally, this is close but different, is community. Can you surround yourself with other people that share your passion, your enthusiasm, that are focused on similar goals, that have a similar why? If you can surround yourself with just a couple other people, even one other person, because the thing is, if you feel alone, if you feel isolated, if you feel like I'm the only one that cares about pushing hard, trying different things, improving my game, everybody else just wants to play matches or games, and I'm the only one, I'm the loner, the chances of you doing something are really, really, really low. It's very unlikely you have the type of personality that you're just going to do it anyway, in spite of everybody around you doing the opposite thing. So if you can put all four of these things in place, the chances, and I'm working, by the way, on doing this, like 4 players as much as possible. And this is kind of like what I'm focused on coming up into the new year. This is what I want to basically provide for as many of my online students as possible. This is what I'm hearing loud and clear from people who have signed up for my programs but aren't actually doing the thing, that are not actually reaching their goals because they're not actually taking action, or the correct action, and so they're just staying stuck. And I don't want that for you or anybody that signs up for my programs. So this is what I'm thinking about, and hopefully you spend some time thinking about it too, because if you can check these things off, then your odds of improving are dramatically higher. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it gives you something positive to think about. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll talk to you again soon.